We are back with another edition of the Quarantinecast. I am Sergio. I am joined by UFC Featherweight Fernando Padilla. How are you doing?
Good, good. You?
Not too bad, man. It's got to be exciting. The episode of Looking for a Fight just got released. How cool is it watching that back?
Did that shit just got released? Sorry for the curse. I didn't see it.
Yeah, it was released today.
Oh, okay, nice. I can go and see it.
That's awesome, man. So first things first, man. How does it feel to be a UFC fighter?
Right now, awesome. I can say it's awesome. Just to like the whole thing that happened, like they're looking for a fight episode and everything. It was just crazy. It was awesome, honestly. But I cannot say I'm a UFC fighter till I fight there. So I still need to fight. I still need to
Yeah.
get to fight.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of fighters say that. They say they don't feel like they're part of the UFC until they make the walk or they get the win or whatever it is.
I need to use those gloves, that shirt, have that setup, that Venom.
Yeah, absolutely. How did it feel though? Because I mean, there's so many different ways to make it to the UFC. There's the Ultimate Fighter. There's looking for a fight. There's getting that call. There's short notice. How did it feel? And are you happy that it went the way it did through looking for a fight?
Yeah, I'm really happy it happens the way it happened because just like you say, there's like a lot of ways. There's not just one. Obviously, working hard is one way, but I don't know. I think about it a lot, and like I feel that I dream about it before, but I never dream about it that way. How it happened, like meeting Dana White, just like all the people who was there that night, the people who was there in the room with me when he told me that I was going to be in the UFC. Man, like I don't know, it's undescriptible how great it felt. It like I feel that the entire week, not well, the entire 2 weeks after that was just like a roller coaster. Like signing stuff, getting the USADA, the UFC stuff, getting news from them, getting news from my manager, and like all these things. If I want to go to the PI, like it was just like a roller coaster. I tell you, it was just really fun. I'm enjoying it. Just waiting for a fight.
Yeah, man. That being said, um, going into that fight, with that structure, with Dana White watching, a lot of what he's looking for is violence, aggression. Can you get a finish? Was that a strategy going into it? Was that finish something you were looking for, or was it just the way it played out?
I mean, that's me. If you see the way I fight, that's pretty much like how I fight every fight. I really try to finish. I'm not like usually just fighting to keep the fight where it is. I'm really trying to finish, and it shows. I guess it shows, and it wasn't the game plan, but it was at the same time because I feel with uh, this fight in specific, putting pressure was the main thing. The other guy, Cameron Graves, I feel that was the only weakness that he had. He was every time someone put him on his heels, he had problems. So I feel that was pretty much the game plan, putting pressure, and it worked. It worked better than I was expecting.
Yeah, absolutely, man. So now you're in the UFC. You have a fight with Sean Soriano. What exactly is I guess, the current status of that fight?
I think it's going to be. I have a situation with my visa, so I think it's not going to be done for October 2nd. It was a fight. I was really excited, uh, but I think that's the news right now. I have to talk again with my manager. For what I know, the fight is already off. A couple of people text me about it, and I don't know. I was surprised, but yeah, for what it looks like, I'm not going to have it done for October. So like, hopefully they can just postpone it, and I would like to fight Soriano for sure.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully, like I can have that fight later on. I don't expect him to wait for me. But I mean, it's a good fight. I think it will be a banger, me and him.
Yeah, I loved the fight when it first came out. So yeah, I mean, like you said, you want it to be postponed. What is the current situation there in Mexico with the with COVID? Is it something personal, or was it just Mexico right now is having a hard time in general with?
No, I mean it's like in everywhere. I think I'm not in Mexico. I'm on California right now.
Oh
But
wow.
yeah, I've been without being able to be there for a minute. But just the board in general. The only thing that it's been changing a lot is just the borders crossing and all those situations. It's been getting really hard. It's been like close and then open and then close and open for one day. So I feel that that's the main thing. Other than that, it's like everywhere, like they have a lot of cases of COVID, and then there's parts where they don't have cases. So I don't know. It's weird.
Have you been able to go back to Mexico to visit since the news, or have you been in California ever since the fight?
Since no, since the fight I've been here. I've been staying here.
So where are you currently training since you moved to California?
I've been training for the last 4 years, almost 5 years. Currently, I'm crossing my 5 years in Timoyama, and around California.
I love it. I love it. All right,
Yeah.
man. With Mexico, I mean, Mexico right now is booming with talent. What ultimately led you to mixed martial arts? I mean, when you think Mexico combat sports, you think lucha libre, you think
Mhm.
boxing. MMA really just now is starting to be a thing. What led you to MMA rather than boxing or lucha libre?
I mean, I feel that all my life, I always say it like this. I feel that all my life has been connected to fighting in a way. Like since I was really young, I really enjoyed to have street fights. Uh, Obviously, every kid have that wrestling era when you like the WWE, and I was one of them too. Like playing for me was always like kind of fighting, even with my friends. And then I grew up and I started getting into a lot of fights on the street. And then I don't know, it was a lot of things. But I always say it, I had it in me also. Like my dad and my uncles always like tell these stories about when they were young and how many times they fight. So and it's not a bad environment. It's not like it's a fighting environment in my house. It's a really love and caring environment. But like those fights were like those stories were always there. Uh, the blood the blood of Padilla in general, like the Padillas. I feel that we have really hot blood. Like it boils really fast, and I just took it to another level in general. Like I start training for it. I start training for the fights. I start getting ready in the gym, and I just start doing it. I'm the first one from my family who do this, and I think the one who's doing it the most.
I love it. What does it mean to you to represent Mexico? Not a whole lot of fighters in the UFC get to hoist that flag. What does it mean to you to be one of the few to do it?
Everything. I mean, it's where I'm from. It's my country, and uh, I don't know. I feel that the approach that I have for this sport, it was different. My first fights, my first at least 6 fights. I don't think it's a half of my career already, but the beginning of my career was in Mexico.
Yeah.
So a lot of my fights were in my hometown, and then Durango and other places, and then I went came straight up to America. So, like, I had the opportunity that since day one in here to represent Mexico, and the first time I represented, I lost. So I was like, no, no, no. I want to put my name and also my country like big in the highest place. And after that, I think I always go out with the Mexican flag, and I always try to represent and put it like make it sound, even with my walkout songs and all those stuff.
That loss was also to Dan Ige, who
Yes, I know.
that's not a bad loss by any means. What was the biggest lesson you learned from that first loss?
Wrestling. Wrestling. Yeah, I mean, I tell you, it was all my fights in Chihuahua, well, in Mexico in general, were like going to the ground, and I was able to tap people. And then I came here, and I discovered that wrestlers are like more tough than what I was really expecting. And he just wrestled me. He really put a beating on wrestling wise on me. So.
Yeah. All right, man. Well, before we end it, is there anybody you want to thank or social media you'd like to plug?
Well, if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, it's Valiente MMA. That's pretty much the only social media I have right now. Other than that, like, say hi to everyone, all my fans, people who know me. Uh, I'm just really excited to really show it on the UFC on the bigger in the bigger stage, and show everybody that I'm a big dog now.